Let me be straight with you. Your 20s and 30s are expensive, not because you don't earn enough, but because this is when most money mistakes quietly lock in. And the worst part, most of them don't feel like mistakes at the time. They feel normal. Everyone around you is doing the same things: spending, upgrading, delaying, saying, "I'll fix it later." But later gets expensive. Small financial decisions made in your 20s and 30s don't just affect this year. They follow you for decades. Missed savings, bad debt, lifestyle habits that are hard to undo. In this video, we're going to talk honestly about the money mistakes that keep smart, hardworking people stuck, and how to stop making them before they cost you years of progress. If you want future freedom, this is the conversation that matters. Waiting to feel ready to start saving. This is one of the most common traps. People don't say, "I'll never save." They say, "I'll start when I earn more." The problem is that day keeps moving. In your 20s and 30s, money feels tight no matter what you earn. Expenses grow to meet income. So waiting to feel ready usually means waiting forever. Saving doesn't start with comfort. It starts with a habit. Even small amounts matter early because time does the heavy lifting. Starting late means you have to work harder for the same result. Starting early means consistency does the work for you. You don't save because you have extra money. You save so you don't always feel behind, treating debt like a normal lifestyle tool. Debt often feels harmless at first. Monthly payments look small, interest feels invisible, and everyone around you is doing it. But high-interest consumer debt is one of the fastest ways to delay wealth. It quietly steals future income and turns flexibility into pressure. This doesn't mean all debt is evil. It means careless debt is expensive. In your 20s and 30s, debt habits form quickly. If debt becomes normal, it sticks around longer than planned. And the longer it stays, the more options it takes away. Reducing bad debt early is not about restriction. It's about giving your future self room to breathe, letting lifestyle grow faster than income. This one sneaks up on people. You earn a little more, you upgrade a little. Nothing dramatic. But over time, fixed expenses increase. And once they're locked in, they're hard to reverse. Lifestyle inflation doesn't usually feel reckless. It feels deserved. But when every raise disappears into higher costs, progress stays invisible. People who build wealth slow this down on purpose. They let income grow first. They upgrade later. Not forever, just strategically. That gap between income and expenses becomes fuel for savings and investing. Without that gap, growth stays slow, thinking investing is only for later. Many people delay investing because it feels intimidating. They think they need more money, more knowledge, more confidence, so they wait. But investing is not about timing perfection. It's about participation. The earlier you start, the more time works in your favor. You don't need to be aggressive. You need to be consistent. Waiting until everything feels perfect usually means missing the most powerful years of compounding. And compounding doesn't care about motivation. It only cares about time. Starting small and early beats starting big and late, not knowing where your money actually goes. This one sounds basic, but it matters. Many people don't know where their money goes each month. They have a general idea, but not clarity. Without clarity, there's no control. When money feels confusing, decisions become emotional. You overspend, then overcorrect. You save randomly, then stop. People who improve financially don't obsess over every dollar. They just know their numbers. That awareness alone changes behavior. You can't improve what you don't see. Relying on motivation instead of structure. Motivation feels good. It's also unreliable. Most money plans fail because they depend on trying harder. Trying harder works for a week. Then life happens. People who get ahead design systems. Automatic savings, automatic investing, clear rules that run in the background. Structure removes daily decision-making, and fewer decisions mean fewer mistakes. Discipline fades, systems stay. Comparing your timeline to everyone else's. This one quietly ruins progress. Social media makes it look like everyone is ahead. Buying homes, traveling, investing big, winning early. What you don't see is context, support, debt, or timing. Comparison pushes people into rushed decisions, bad purchases, risky moves, choices they're not ready for. Your 20s and 30s are about direction, not speed. Small, correct decisions compound quietly. Flashy decisions often don't. Staying consistent beats looking successful. The pattern behind these mistakes. None of these mistakes come from laziness. They come from lack of clarity and pressure to keep up. Most people don't mess up money intentionally. They just follow what feels normal. Once you see the pattern, it's easier to break it. How to course correct without starting over. Here's the good news. If you're in your 20s or 30s and recognize yourself in those mistakes, you're not behind. You're early. Most financial damage comes from ignoring problems for too long. Awareness alone puts you ahead of a lot of people. Course correcting doesn't mean flipping your life upside down. It means making a few smart adjustments and sticking with them long enough to matter. Small changes compound faster than dramatic ones. You fix the basics before chasing big moves. The first step is boring but powerful. You get control of cash flow, you build a small buffer, you stop adding bad debt. This creates stability. And stability is what allows good decisions to stick. Without stability, every plan feels stressful. With it, money starts to feel manageable instead of overwhelming. This is not about perfection, it's about direction. You make saving and investing non-negotiable. Once the basics are covered, you stop treating saving and investing as optional. You automate them, not because you're disciplined, but because automation removes emotion. It turns good decisions into default behavior. Even modest contributions matter. The habit is more important than the amount early on. When income grows, the habit scales automatically. That's how people look back and realize they've made progress without feeling like they were constantly trying. You start thinking in years instead of paychecks. This shift changes everything. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this right now?" you start asking, "How does this affect me long term?" Long-term thinking slows down impulsive decisions. It makes trade-offs clearer. It helps you say no without guilt. Your 20s and 30s are not about perfection. They're about positioning. Decisions made now shape options later. Time is either working for you or quietly working against you. You separate identity from spending. This one is subtle but powerful. You stop using money to prove something, to look successful, to keep up. Spending becomes intentional instead of emotional. This doesn't mean living small. It means spending with purpose. When spending aligns with values instead of pressure, regret disappears. Rich people are not immune to pressure. They're just better at ignoring it. You allow progress to be quiet. Real financial progress is boring. No one claps when you save. No one notices when you invest consistently. No one celebrates when you skip an upgrade. But years later, the results speak for themselves. Quiet progress beats loud mistakes. The goal is not to look rich in your 20s or 30s. The goal is to be comfortable and free later. Why? It's not too late. A lot of people think they've already messed up too much. They haven't. Most people don't get serious about money until their late 30s or 40s. Starting earlier, even imperfectly, gives you a massive advantage. There's no finish line you've missed. There's just a direction you can choose now. And the earlier you choose it, the easier everything becomes. The real win in your 20s and 30s. The real win isn't maxing everything out. It's building control. Control over spending. Control over decisions. Control over future options. Once you have that, money stops being a constant source of stress. It becomes a tool, and that's when life opens up. If this video helped you recognize mistakes without making you feel judged, support it with a like. It helps practical, honest financial content reach people who need it. Share it with someone in their 20s or 30s who feels stuck but works hard. And subscribe for more clear, real-world money guidance focused on long-term freedom, not short-term hype.